The sun rises gently over the beautiful hills of Kanyamkago. Roosters crow in every homestead, fishermen return from Lake Victoria with the night's catch, children hurry to school, and traders prepare for another busy day. It is Friday, the day the entire village seems to come alive with excitement. But for many people in Kanyamkago, Friday means only one thing: James Obiero Japesa is about to light up the night. James Obiero Japesa is not a chief, a politician, or a wealthy businessman. Yet everyone knows his name. His jokes travel faster than gossip, his dance moves are copied by young and old alike, and his arrival at any gathering instantly transforms an ordinary evening into an unforgettable celebration. Wherever James goes, laughter follows. People say that when Japesa enters a room, even sadness quietly slips out through the back door. He has a gift for making people forget their worries, if only for a few hours. His confidence, charm, and generous spirit have earned him the title of the King of Friday Night. Throughout the day, villagers whisper with excitement. The butcher sharpens his knives, the roasted meat vendor prepares extra supplies, musicians test their speakers, and Mama Rosa, the owner of the local club, knows business will be good tonight. She smiles quietly as she arranges bottles behind the counter, already expecting the crowd that will gather long before sunset. Meanwhile, James walks proudly through the village, greeting everyone with jokes and playful stories. Every handshake turns into laughter, every conversation into entertainment. Children run after him, hoping to hear one of his funny stories. Elderly men shake their heads with amusement, while young people dream of becoming as popular as he is someday. At work, James is just as entertaining as he is in the village. His colleagues laugh so hard that even simple tasks take twice as long to complete. He imitates politicians, pastors, football commentators, and even his own supervisor. The office echoes with laughter, but beneath the smiles, deadlines are being missed and responsibilities are quietly piling up. While everyone enjoys James' humor, few notice the growing frustration on his supervisor's face. A reputation for making people laugh is valuable, but it cannot replace discipline or responsibility. Every joke has a price, and James has begun paying it without realizing it. As the afternoon fades into evening, James returns home. His young son Kevin rushes toward him with excitement, eager to spend time with his father. James lifts him into the air, making him laugh with silly dances and funny faces. For a brief moment, the house is filled with genuine happiness. But happiness inside the home is fragile. Aching Cotino watches quietly as James carefully irons his best shirt, polishes his shoes until they shine, sprays expensive perfume, and then admires himself in the mirror. She already knows where he is going. She has seen this routine countless times before. Every Friday, the family loses James to the night. As darkness settles over Kanyamkago, the local club slowly fills with people. Plastic chairs scrape across the floor. Bottles clink together. Music grows louder. Yet despite the crowd, everyone keeps glancing toward the entrance. Someone checks the time. Another shakes his head impatiently. The party has not truly begun. Then, the door opens. James Obiero Japesa walks in with the confidence of a celebrity returning to the stage. Instantly, cheers erupt throughout the club. Friends rise from their seats, strangers smile, and laughter spreads before James even says a single word. Tonight, once again, the king has arrived. Without hesitation, James begins buying drinks for friends and strangers alike. His stories become louder, his jokes become funnier, and the dance floor quickly belongs to him. Young men challenge him to dance, elderly women clap proudly, and even visitors who have never met him before are drawn into his infectious energy. The entire club moves as though following one heartbeat. For a few magical hours, no one thinks about unpaid bills, difficult jobs, or family struggles. James has the rare ability to make people forget reality. Yet even the brightest celebrations cast long shadows. Behind the laughter, Mama Rosa quietly watches James more closely than anyone else. She notices how often he reaches for another bottle, how quickly he empties his pockets, and how determined he seems to maintain an image that becomes more expensive every passing week. She has seen men like James before. Men who become heroes in public while silently falling apart in private. As the music slows and the crowd begins leaving, reality quietly returns. The excitement fades, the lights become dimmer, and James finally reaches into his pocket to settle the bill. His confident smile disappears. His wallet is empty. The money that once filled his pockets has disappeared, spent on drinks, the entertainment, and the desire to remain everyone's favorite companion. Without saying much, Mama Rosa tells him he can pay another day. Her kindness hides a deeper concern. She knows debts are easier to postpone than consequences. Long after midnight, James walks home alone beneath the quiet African sky. The laughter that surrounded him only moments ago has vanished. No cheering crowds accompany him now. Only his footsteps break the silence. The same man who was surrounded by hundreds now walks entirely alone. At home, one light still burns. Aking has been waiting. The food has grown cold. Kevin has fallen asleep while hoping his father would return early enough to tell him a bedtime story. James quietly enters, hoping to avoid another difficult conversation. But silence can sometimes speak louder than words. Aking looks at him with tired eyes and asks a question that cuts deeper than any insult. James, are you building a family or building a reputation at the bar? For the first time that night, James has no joke ready. He laughs awkwardly, hoping to avoid the conversation. But laughter cannot pay rent. It cannot buy school uniforms. It cannot fill an empty kitchen. As dawn breaks the following morning, James remains asleep while the rest of the world begins another working day. His phone rings repeatedly, but exhaustion and alcohol keep him trapped in bed. By the time he finally opens his eyes, valuable hours have already been lost. He rushes to work, hoping no one will notice. Unfortunately, everyone notices. His supervisor hands him an official warning letter. Another missed day. Another broken promise. Another chance slipping away. James forces another smile, pretending everything will be fine. But deep inside, even he begins to wonder how long his luck can continue. Outside the workplace, James stands alone holding the warning letter. In one direction lies responsibility. In the other stands the familiar local bar that has always welcomed him without asking questions. His phone vibrates. It is a message from Otto reminding him that another Friday is only days away and that the village still expects its champion. James smiles once again. But this time, the smile is different. It is heavier. Less certain. Because every legend eventually reaches the moment when applause is no longer enough to drown out reality. Will James choose his family over his reputation? Will he change before everything he loves slips away? Or has the King of Friday Night already begun losing the kingdom that matters most? The story has only just begun.